Welcome to the pew.
Welcome to the pew. There's a chill in the air.
So Grandma had to put on a little
sweaty kind of chill in the air. Okay.
The seasons are changing.
The seasons, they are changing. Or something. Okay, so Ernie, people are asking.
Which brings us to heroin.
All roads lead to heroin. I heard that you shot up before, and I never knew that.
Well, yeah, I had a registered nurse, do it to me a few times.
You did not.
Yeah, well, why not? I mean, if you're gonna do it.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, if you're gonna do it, why not have a nurse do it?
I mean,
it's the safest way.
Who was registered nurse? Do I know her?
Well,
It wasn't Christina's nurse. Remember Max, Christina's nurse? Christina, as you all probably know, the drag queen, the crazy drag queen, had this nurse that used to follow her around. The nurse's name was Max, and it was a female to male transsexual, but in a nurse's outfit, carrying a nurse's bag with all of Christina's medications and but whatever, following her around everywhere she would go, administering the medications to her. Isn't that crazy? But bad.
It wasn't that nurse.
Oh, okay. So it was a real nurse?
I think so. Yeah. let's say a healthcare worker.
And so what happened?
Well, I didn't
And when was this?
This was in the 80s.
Oh, so this is before you moved in with me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like it. I never liked. That's why I never did heroin. Really,
so what happened?
Because I did it a couple of times, and then you do it once and it's awful, and you throw up and feel sick, and then I thought, oh well, maybe
that's what James said. So what?
Maybe I just got a bad batch, so I thought, well, let me do it again, just to, it'll be better next time.
So what happened? So what happened when you So what happened when you did it?
I felt sick and threw up and never enjoyed it.
And you never got that warm, gushy, cushy,
No, the only gushy was vomit coming out of my mouth. And,
okay.
So I hated it, and then I did it at least another time, but maybe even 3 times, and I didn't like it any of the times that I did it. It was just
that's what James
it just made me really sick, and then I gave up.
It's just for some people, and some people it's not for us.
Well, someone on our channel asked, "Did you ever shoot it up?" Because they noticed on Party Monster, Macaulay's just snorting it.
Oh well, I did.
You shot it up?
Oh God, yeah. I mean, I didn't. I was afraid. I'm afraid of needles, so I didn't shoot it myself. But Freeze would shoot me up, or there was always somebody around to shoot me up. Eventually, I learned how to shoot myself up, and I would try to shoot myself up in the foot and in the hand because I couldn't.
It's too hard doing it in your
right. And one time I tried to shoot myself up in the hand, and the needle went all the way through and into the bone, and the thing popped off and blood popped all over the place, and it was just awful.
Yeah, I don't think anybody should do it.
I don't think anybody should shoot up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
why shoot when you can snort?
And why?
Which
snort?
We don't recommend.
And why snort when you cannot snort?
Right. We don't recommend that either.
People want to know also, did the scene in the movie, that scene where we're singing Money, Success, Fame, Glamour, did that really happen?
That did not happen.
It didn't happen, and in fact, we talked about that before, that it was actually Randy and Fenton who wrote that song, and they wanted that song, I think, in the movie because they just wanted their song finally, performed by somebody.
I actually like the movie version of what happened when we went to Dallas better than the real life version.
Than what really happened.
Although I did have fun in Dallas, and that's where we met Tobell, I believe.
That's where we met Tobell. She was one of the USA winners, and we brought her back.
Yes, we loved Tobell so much. We talked her into coming to New York.
She was wearing this fabulous, tulip kind of dress that she had made herself, and Jenny and I found her sitting in a corner not even talking to anybody or anything, and we were just who are you? And we just had to bring her back to New York, and we gave her a job, and that was. And
then the poor thing that she moved to New York, and she was coming to our house. I think she took the train or the bus. Somehow she ended up at Penn Station, and we lived about a block away from Penn Station at that time. And literally in that block of walking from Penn Station to our house, she got mugged.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yes, her money got stolen the moment she walked out of Penn Station.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
but I do remember the opening of USA. Oh my God. we were so high on Rohypnol, and I don't think she'd ever done it before. But everybody at the time was taking Rohypnol, and we were so high on Rohypnol that Peter says the next morning he told me that I had ripped all the lighting fixtures out of the walls. That we just built this club, but I remember Tobell being so high on Rohypnol, she was pushing. We had these chairs, these Gautier chairs,
right,
with the wheels that we were talking about earlier, and we were both naked. We were all three, me, Kyoki, and Tobell, completely naked. Tobell pushing us around in these Gautier chairs at like 6 o'clock in the morning, just completely naked, and then Tobell throwing up at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
I do remember Tobell prancing on the dance floor completely naked.
Like completely dancing.
With her dress thrown over her shoulder.
Right. But throwing up so daintily, like moving her hair like this, like, and getting her eyelashes out of it.
And on that lovely note, goodbye.
Yes, that really stunk, that ending. Goodbye.